Well, welcome to the studio. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. Today I want to talk about mushrooms or Amanita muscaria. I don't know if I said that right. Anyway, so they started out as little drawings. Just some short, squatty ones and some long ones. What I would like to do is once they're made, to put a little, not a stick, a wire in on the bottom so you can stick them into a plant. I just think that would be so very cute. So started out drawing a few, and then I cut some out, and I thought, oh, it would be fun because they have a red top to make little white dots like they have the little white parts. And so we put some of these into the kiln. Well, as you can see, I don't think that they melted in enough. So what I would like to do is to set them in the kiln again. And I think that these would melt in even more. Now it gave it a nice rounded edge. That's good. But I don't know. It just wasn't melted in enough.
Yeah. So that's called being fire polished.
Thank you.
And
he's our tech guy.
What was the temperature that it went up to? Was that 1300?
I think so. So we're going to put it up a little more. So I have a question for you, David, the tech guy. Do you leave it in longer or put the temperature up higher?
We just make it hotter.
Hotter. Okay, that's a deal. Okay, so while I was playing around waiting for those to get done, I made some other ones, and I found this glass that had just kind of a texture to it. I don't know if you can see that texture, but I thought, well, that, kind of looks like the top of one of those mushrooms. And so I made a few of those, soldered those together. Don't you love these little squatty ones? They're so cute.
They kind of remind me of a
toadstool.
Well, one of those Disney characters in Alice in Wonderland.
Oh.
Now, there was a reason that you didn't put the dots on those.
Because I wanted that to see the texture. Also, I wasn't sure about the
coefficient of expansion.
Coefficient of expansion, and anyway, so I wasn't sure if I could put these white pieces on there, and I didn't want it to crack. These two, I was pretty sure they were the same coefficient of expansion. And I just wanted to show you this. This was kind of like the underneath of it, and these are just wires that I soldered on just for fun. So you get to see my craziness. Okay, so let's take these over to the kiln.
So these are the ones that are going to be refired.
Yeah, and I've already got some new ones in there because I thought, well, let's just try some more. We'll probably be teaching a class, and so I want to have a bunch of tops for people to play around with. Okay, so all of these that's just glass that I barely set on there. So what I would like to do, because last time a couple of them popped off, I'm just going to put a dab of glue on these new ones. See what happens.
And this glue is called glass tack.
Thank you.
It's made for, just gluing it in.
There you go. That's what it looks like for your enjoyment. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm going to shut this. All right.
Okay, so now
I'll hold this while you tell us about temperature.
All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so that'll take it up to 1,000, and then it's going to do a full, and that is 1,200. I'm going to go up to 1,350. Okay. And there we go.
And it is on.
So we won't be able to actually finish this video until tomorrow morning because it'll have to cool overnight. But tomorrow is Wednesday, and so it will be Wisdom Wednesday.
Well, hello, it's Wednesday, and we get to peek into the kiln to see what our little parts to mushrooms did during the night. It's already cool. Oh, look, they're cute. Okay, and they're cool. So I can pick them up. I think, see how they dipped into the glass a little more. Just giving it a fun dots on
Can we
the
see it on
mushroom.
an edge shot so we can...
That better?
Oh yeah, that really does look...
Okay, they
Okay,
are ready to be mushrooms.
I think that's a success.
Yeah, great.
So let's talk about what we did so that anybody wanting to do this would be able to successfully make some themselves.
Sure. Well, how about if I get you on camera then and you can talk about that?
Okay. Well,
Because it's
let's see.
mostly we're talking about kiln firing, right?
All right, well, let's see now. This is one of the oceanside pieces of glass. So it's got a coefficient of expansion of 96. And then these little broken pieces, these are pieces that you crushed with a hammer.
Yep.
And they also are 96 expansion.
So as long as they're the same, I mean, they can both be 94 and both be 90, as long as they're the same, right?
Yeah, you're gonna make it all 220?
Yeah, 220, 221, whatever it takes.
Okay, they look pretty good. They look solid and mushroomy to me. That's really pretty. And then, so we cooked them. We had a little bit of a vent on our lid, which is usually how we cook them.
Yeah. So I'll show you what he means by that. So we have this little thing.
Little block there holds
Block.
it open.
Yeah. So that holds open.
And then the access cone is pulled out so that air can circulate through and we don't get impurities left in the kiln. It'll flow through. So that's helpful.
Okay. Awesome.
And anything else that we need to tell them about?
Right. No, I think that is great. This is a great Wisdom Wednesday. You know, a few little mushrooms. Sometimes you just have to do something fun.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that these patterns are just right. You've hit the right size there, Jeannie.
Just fun. So, have a wonderful day today. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you being a part of our Wednesdays. And just have a great day. Make something fun. We know we all have our jobs we have to do. We've got our deadlines. Sometimes you just have to make a mushroom. See you later.